Hey everybody, welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Glad to be here, glad to have you here. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I think that this is our first live stream for the year. I did do a video yesterday. That was the first video for the year, but this is the first live stream of the year. So glad to be here, glad to have you all here as well. Man, this is going to be a good year. If you don't think this is going to be a good year, y'all got to go home because we're going to bring the noise. We're going to bring all of the goodness to make the market happy. Glenn, you're going fish. This is my fishing hat. I like this. This is could be my fishing hat or it could be my golf hat. I'm not ready for golf. A lot of rain here in North Carolina, but we're getting ready to go to Tampa. I'll be in Tampa tomorrow. I will be doing the Trending Thursday live stream in Tampa live. Eton is here from Israel. I've got Tom here from St. Louis, and it's all about the Fed minutes today, right? It's all about the Fed minutes, and it's supposed to be coming out right about now. And there it is. There we go. All right. So as we look at the market, we got a green light across the top, but a lot of yellow. This is what you're here for, right? Let's go to the web viewer. There it is. Fed officials see higher rates for some time ahead. There you go. There's the Fed minutes right there. The Federal Reserve released the minutes from its December 13/14 meeting. And there it is. Fed officials see higher rates for some time ahead. This is going to be the entree, I think. This is going to be the year, at least for the first half of the year of the inverse ETF. That's what I think. Claude says, loves my hat. Awesome. I'm glad. Joey's not here. Hey, I got a new guy who's part of the inbound marketing team. His name is Koo, and he's filling in for Joey today as he's flying into Tampa. Say hi, Koo.
What's up, everybody?
All right, so he's here as my producer today. Hey, Glenn, you look awesome. Happy New Year. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate it. Look at that brim. Let me tilt this a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Let me do a little tilt. If I'm going to wear it, I need to wear it right? Got to tilt this hat a little bit. I'm going to wear it right. All right, so that's what it is. We looked at what the market was doing for the day. It was a little bit of a mixed market. It started off bullish this morning for the Jockey Club, for our live trading room. It started off to the upside, and now it's leveled out. So we're going to look at the live reaction in the market in a second. All right. Right now, we're sitting at 274 people. I'm trying to get 300 people in the room today. Let's see if we can make that happen. I need everybody right now to share this link. Share this link on your social circles. Let's get 300 people in the room today. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good year. We're going to go from 300 to a session to 400 to 500. Hopefully, by the end of the year, folks, we're going to get to 1,000 people in here at a time on a live stream, but that's only going to happen with you guys. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to when new events come out. And if you like the information that you're getting here, hit the like button. But bigly here, folks, I need you guys to share this. Let's see if we can get 300 people in here. So markets look like they don't like the Fed minutes. So let's go back. Before I even get to look at some news, let's take a look at from a graph perspective. There's the market. All right, so today, the VectorVest Composite was coming off of a bounce of a level of support at 52.27. Today, nice up day in the market. The 388 did cross to the upside. We got to a level of resistance of 54.71. And here we stand. Now we're getting some wick at the top of the candle. And you're right. I don't think the people like the Fed minutes. They don't like the Fed minutes. But you know something? This is something that we've been talking about on the channel. I've been saying that I think we've got a lot more downside than we have upside, especially if we have a hawkish Fed. And so it's nothing that I haven't been talking about. It's nothing that the VectorVest software or the system hasn't been talking about. With a hawkish Fed, it's going to be tough. And will we get those bull runs? Absolutely. But I think that this may be the year for the inverse ETFs. And hopefully you guys saw the video I put out on Friday, 3 ways to hedge your portfolio with precision. was put out there. If you haven't watched it, I invite you to go watch it. But 3 ways to let the VectorVest system hone in on what contra ETFs or inverse ETFs will help you to hedge your portfolios. As I look at my current portfolio right now, as I said in the Jockey Club this morning, my portfolio overall went up about 23% for the year. All right. And I'll take that. My goal this year is to double that, and I'm trying to see by the end of the year if I could do 46% up in my portfolio this year. So everything that I do comes from the VectorVest system. It's a combination of using one of the trading systems that we provide within the software for 5 of my stocks, and the other 3 to 5 stocks. I try to maintain a portfolio of 8 to 10 stocks. The other 3 to 5 stocks are cherry picks that I look at and find in the market. Now, that wick that we had that was getting elongated as the data came out on the minutes is getting smaller again. So let's go do this. Let's go put this on intraday 1-minute bars, current day. There it is. The news came out at 2 o'clock or so. Look at the bulls still trying to grab hold. Look at the bulls still trying to grab hold and push the market higher. Bouncing off, it created its own level of support. Interesting is we use the VectorVest system on our graphing package. We can have the support and resistance lines drawn automatically for us. So it fell, found a level of support, now bouncing. I'm watching the 3 and the 8. As the live reaction comes on, where's the meat? Yada, 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 talk money. Daniel, I got you, man. So if I'm looking at what's going on in the market, I'm watching the bounce. From the bounce situation, what stocks can we look at? I got you. I got you covered because I want to see what industries are moving, and I'm going to hone you in on some stocks to keep your eyes on. David says, what's up with crypto today? You know something? I talked about it in the Jockey Club this morning. We're going through the crypto winter. A lot of these stocks have been so beaten up so badly that they're poised to run. I don't know when, but that's what's happening. David is that crypto has probably said it's like Popeye. That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more, and crypto is running up today. I'd be very careful with it, though. All right, I would totally be very careful with it. Now, as we are watching the live reaction, watch as the market has bounced up for the last 2 to 3 minutes. Watching the 3 and the 8. The 3 and the 8 going into the announcement was nicely moving up. So from this information, I got news stories, but you know something? Daniel is right. Let's talk about what's moving, what stocks we can take a look at. So you know something? I'm going to go to my viewers tab. I've got something for you. I got a market hit list. All right? I created this market hit list this morning of the stocks that were rocking and rolling all morning long, and I'm going to sort this by percent price change. Daniel wants to know, where's the meat? Daniel, I got some meat for you right here. All right. So these are the stocks. I got 20 stocks. I got 20 stocks here that were big movers for the day. Let's go see if these stocks, that's not what I wanted. Let's go see if these stocks have some wherewithal for you guys to still take a look at today. Now, Vivos, big move up this morning. A lot of the move was made at the 9:30 minute. Look at that. Bounced up, really went up nicely, Daniel. Pulled back. I'm not sure I would like to take this. Dorian says, what is the best to invest long term? I got something for you as well, Dorian. What is the best to invest long term? Now, keeping in mind, Dorian, you've got to take a look at what's going on in the market. Overall, I think the market's going to have a lot more downside than it has upside, at least for the first half of the year. So with that being said, my biggest plays that I would probably keep my eyes on would most likely be contra ETFs. But if the mindset is you're still looking for stocks to buy long, I got something for you as well. All right, so I'm going to write that down. Long-term stocks, long-term stocks. I'm going to show you by way of the VectorVest system how to find that very, very, very easily. Are all these listed in the VectorVest platform? All of the stocks that we're looking at, I'm pulling up in the VectorVest system. So yes, these are all listed in the VectorVest system. Now, Vivos is up almost 200% today. Would I take it now? The answer to that is no. Pulling off of their highs that it hit this morning at about 10:36. Since then, the money was made already. All right, so Daniel, let's go see if there's something else. Kala. Now, this is a stock. This is a stock that just keeps on, it's like the hits just keep on going. I put this on a 1-month graph. This stock has been rocking and rolling, even with the big wicks at the top. But if I'm looking at the 3 and the 8 exponential moving averages end of day, there's nothing that's telling me to get out of this stock. I'm currently back in the stock. All right, I'm currently back in the stock. The 3 and the 8 ran, and since then the stock's price has been going up. And what I'm going to do is manage this on my moving averages end of day, looking at the 3 and the 8. So Daniel, here's a stock that I do like. Let's go put this back onto end of day. I'm going to keep it here on the 1 month. All right. Actually, no. I want this intraday, 1 minute bars, current day. All right. If I'm looking at it now, today, if I'm not in it, I'm looking to see if the stock can break out of the session highs before I jump on board. I'd be looking at 12 cents higher than the high, Daniel. But I like this bounce right here. Let's go see if it can break up through these levels of resistance. Dan says, remember when the 2 and 10-year inversion was a big deal and a sign of recession? It still is. Recession is ongoing. I don't disagree with that, Dan. I am a big believer that we still have more downside to the market. Add that to what's going on with the Fed. I'm a big fan. We got more downside. Let's go to the next one that's in the list today. Wow, Gurn made a lot of money. A lot of people in the Jockey Club were telling me about it this morning. Nice move at early in the morning, but since then is leveled out. Look at this level out channeling. If I'm looking at getting into the stock, I got 2 ways to get into it. One, let's go see if it can break through these couple levels of resistance and break through this. Well, actually, it would be here. This is the swing high. This is the swing high. It's got to break through. If you really want more confirmation, I'd look at breaking through that high. RT on the stock, though, is clearly above 1. Intraday, though, it's leveling out. I don't think I want to touch it right now. What else? Now, IMAB, I do like. IMAB, I do like from the 9:30 minute, nicely ran up, leveling off now, but still at session highs. Still at session highs. I'd look at 5 cents higher than the high. I got a lot of levels of support and resistance for it to contend with. But you know something? Late in the afternoon, still not far from session highs. I like this. I do like this, and I'd look at 5 cents higher than the high. 5 cents higher than the high. How about that, Daniel? You like that one? Roger says, I have a standing order on Riot to buy stop. You know something? At $4.05 to $5. The thing about crypto, again, right now it's been so beaten up. I think a lot of bulls are trying to pull that stock back up or pull up crypto right now. My suggestion on that is still to be careful with that. Be careful because, you know, at some point in time, what goes down has got to come back up. And I think it's in that situation. Crypto is in that situation right now. Don't think long-term in bear markets, sell the rally, and even day trade is good. Listen, I'm thinking that we're getting close from the VectorVest system of calling this a bear market. We haven't done that yet. That's going to happen when earnings go below our value of 1, which hasn't happened yet, but it is falling precipitously. And for those of you who are VectorVest subscribers, we're going to be letting you know when we officially are calling this a bear market, but earnings are going to play a major role in this year's market. All right, it's going to play a major role in this year's market. All right, so let me ask the question. How many of you agree with the fact that this may be the year of the Contra ETF, type of 1? How many of you think that the market's going to grow some legs and really take off going into 2023, type of 2? How many of you think that the first half of the year is going to be the year of the Contra ETF with the way that the market is looking, the Fed is looking? And if you think that the market's really going to grow legs and take off, you type a 2 in the room. I'm currently interested in what you got to say. CRM announces huge layoffs this morning. If you follow me on Twitter, at Glenn Tompkins Jr. on Twitter, I've been tweeting out for the last few months a lot of the layoffs that are coming. That's going to help the Fed in making his decision. The Fed, the jobs market is still stronger than what the Fed is looking for. The jobs market is still stronger than what the Fed is looking for, and that's affecting his ability to shrink the economy. All right, so we'll keep our eyes on that. With the due down, confirmed down, I can't get excited about buying now. Fed tight is a major negative. So, Dave, that's why I'm saying you can still buy long, but it would be contras. No more hikes. Market will go up. If you don't do any hikes, clear. Understand this. If you're going to stop doing the hikes, inflation may be pulling back. What's to stop inflation from running back up if the Fed then sort of kind of stimulates the economy by taking the raises off the table? All right, then we get back into the situation with uncontrollable inflation. And what is the Fed going to have to do? They're going to have to come back and do this all over again. Remember, the Fed said that inflation was transitory. They were late to the party. Any updates on EVs? There was nothing that I saw specifically, with the exception of Tesla missing on deliveries. That's the big boy in the EV space. Rivian last week or a couple of weeks ago also missed on deliveries. I got nothing special new except for Blink. In the charging space, was ramping up in the charging space, but nothing else. All right, ETI is about to go negative as well, Glenn and Mike. That's exactly what I'm talking about from the perspective of actually being in a bear market. Now, we're losing people. I don't know what you guys want. I went straight into looking for stocks today, and now we went from almost 300 people down to 215 people. I don't know what you guys want. Daniel wanted me to start to get into the stocks. I'm into the stocks, and I'm not holding attention. What is up with that? What is up with that? Sigh. I don't know what's going on, but listen, I'm going to continue doing what I got to do. All right, I told you I need you people, the guys and gals to get people up in the room. I was trying to push to 300. We were almost there, and now we're pulling back. Maybe I need to go back and do some news. Maybe that's what you all want instead of looking at the stocks. SI, nice move today, sitting in a bit of a channel as well. Not recently off of session highs. I'd like to see it go 12 cents higher than the high. Can't take you seriously with that hat on. Really, Joe? Oh, that's Joe. Yeah, that's Joey. Joey is looking. He's on his flight to Tampa. He's still stuck in an airplane. So Joey, doesn't matter. I asked Clay and I talked to Koo. They both said it's all right. So you, doesn't matter. Everybody else loves the hat. Everybody, all right, fine. Let me ask the question. How many of you like the hat? Type of 1. How many of you want me to take the hat off? Type of 2. How about that, Joey? Now you can see what the chat says. You can see what chat says, and we'll go from there. All right, you can see what chat says, and we go from there. All right, and I'm looking at some of these stocks that you're writing down. Dorian Professor. Only, how many people? 2 people. Not you, Joey. Joey, you don't count. Joey, you don't count. Not all. So, Bear Bryant, look at that. I got a lot. Joey, you think you could just type in 2 more than once and that counts? No. I got the ones. How about love the hat? Thank you, Tyree. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so Joey is just typing in no, because you know why? Because Joey's a hater, and he's not here, and I can talk about him, and he can't do nothing about it. He can't shut me down or nothing. So, Joey, be a hater on the plane by yourself. There you go. All right. Be a hater by yourself on the plane, and there you go. Did I wear this for the Professor Profit? I think I did. My other hat is here. I think I wore this for the Professor Profit, didn't I? I'm looking at SI right now, Daniel. Look at that. As I set this up, trading right close to the session highs for today. I'm liking this. The stock is already up nicely for the day. The stock is already up nicely for the day. Could be resurging, giving you another opportunity to get in there. Personally, I like the news you bring us, Glenn says fitness. There you go. How about gold? I'll keep my eyes on that for you, too. I'll write that down. You know what I'm looking for, Claire, in regards to gold? I need a weaker dollar. In order for me to get you excited about gold and silver, the dollar's got to get weaker. It's trying, but not quite there yet. Once we start to see the dollar fall, then it's going to be time to get into gold. All right, I'm not ready for it yet. Look at that. Joey says, cool, mute him. Nope, he's not listening. Nope. So how about that again? You're going to be a hater on the plane by yourself, Joey. You're going to be sitting there going, wah. And this is what I got for you. That's what I got for you. All right, so I'm looking at SI. I'm looking to see if it can go 12 cents higher than the high before I get into here. I'm not ready yet. So, again, I'm helping you out, Daniel. I'm getting to the meat, baby. I'm getting to the meat. DCPH, nice move up this morning, pulled back, continued up, nice bounce right now. If I'm thinking about it intraday, I'm looking at about 5 cents higher than the high. I like that move. I'm picking up on volume, but a lot of these stocks made their money. About earlier this morning. And to the moon, art, a lot of people do care about Joey's trip because he's the one that's going to be in Tampa running stuff. Mara, there you go, David. Nice move on crypto today, especially on Mara and on HUT and things of that nature. Right now, trading close to session highs today. If you're not in it, I'd look at 5 cents higher than the high. I do like this trend higher right now. Let's go see going into the end of the trading day if it can break through either one of these levels of resistance. SI is crypto-related bank. Is that what that is, Benjamin? Thank you for that. JNUG and Nugget up 10% today. And even with that, I'm going to take a look at those. Even with that, I'm still not comfortable. With it with the strength of the dollar. Do you have a watch list to follow? The answer to that, Ad Gates, is no. I don't have a specific watch list, but as a VectorVest subscriber, you got access to a lot of watch lists that we do have available for you. Oh man, those crypto stocks, I made money on those, and there's not again. And Roy says, bought Nugget today. I'm still not ready for it yet. Again, I need the dollar to really show me some decrease in strength. All right, how's Tesla? Tesla's getting its butt kicked. But it started moving up today along with Apple, but Tesla is a tough stock. If you're going to play Tesla, I need you to keep this ticker symbol in mind, TSLQ. TSLQ. It's a contra for Tesla. It's probably going to do a lot better than Tesla for the year. We'll see what happens. But Elon Musk has got to get out of the Twitter umbrella and get back into Tesla for Tesla to start moving up. Big jump up on KC. We're a little bit away from the session highs. A lot of consolidation going on right now. So I keep my eye on that. Did you sell your energy stocks? Winner, I still hold WTI. Vu says, love the hat. Thank you, Vu. I appreciate that. I am still holding WTI, but I got hard stops on it. I still think that oil and gas still have a play, but I'm not going to try to guess at it, so I do have stops on them. OCFT, I can't even say I like the move on the stock. I'm not feeling the volume on it. The stock has gone up. It looks like it's been halted several times throughout the day. This is super speculative. I'd be very careful about that. Bill, I wrote Netflix down. I'll get to it when I start to look at your individual stocks. Elon just promoted head of China operations to head up U.S. All right, so is that going to help Tesla? All right, is that going to help Tesla? We have to keep our eyes on that. I'm not feeling OCTF. I'm not feeling Hive. This is another crypto stock. A lot of stoppage in play as well. But definitely, if I look at price action, definitely moving bottom left to top right. So I definitely see that. I'd be careful with it. I'd rather look at probably Mara or Hut over Hive. Hive is the least expensive of the three. But I'd be careful, especially with the lack of volume. Next one. Wow, I'm not feeling that. Again, that's a volume play. BZUN made its money early this morning, gapped up, went up from the session highs, pulling back. I do like the run right now, but it's got to look at, for me, taking out the session highs that happened back here. What else is on my list? Wow, Elox made a lot of money early and fell hard. Getting out on the 3 and 8 would have been a beautiful opportunity. Actually, I would have gotten out here. A beautiful opportunity to take those profits off the table. Notice people left when you started talking about Joey. People return when talking about stocks. Just saying. I got you to the moon. I got you. All right. I'm going to keep on talking about the stocks. You hear that, Joey? I'm going to keep on talking about the stocks. Riot, again, so that's 3. We've looked at 4 stocks in regards to the crypto space. Not too long off of the session highs, pulling back right now. Let's go make sure. Hold on a second. I'm going to move this over for a second. I want to keep my eyes on the market. Look at that market rebounding and then coming back. A lot of volatility coming into the market as we're taking a look right now. All right, so I think that investors are digesting the news about what the Fed's going to do as far as the minutes, and the market's reflecting a lot of volatility right now. All right, let's go back to the stocks. I wanted to bring that up so that you can see what's going on. I'm not feeling this stock. I'm not a lot of volume. GDS made its money this morning and then pulling back. I'm not feeling that one right now. No. Argo blockchain, not nearly as good. Some of the other crypto stocks. OBLG, I'm not feeling that. TDCX, a lot of non-traded bars. Keep your eyes on that. It made a majority of its money here at the open and nothing much more going on now. Same thing here. MSGM, blah, 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 blah. So I gave you 20 stocks that made my hit list this morning. Funny how the home builders are getting a bid The group has been strong. Strange. And that is strange, especially with mortgage rates going up. A lot of people are backing out of home deals. It is interesting. If people are backing out of home deals, new homes are not being built, new real estate is not being bought, but it has been looking like a strong industry. So you know what I am going to probably going to think about doing a story on the home builders next week, as long as I can get the information that's needed. All right, let's go to the viewers. Let's go to the news. Let's go bring up the news real quick. Fed minutes to reveal the source of inflation angst pushing up rates. I still think that the Fed already let us know in the last interest rate hike that they were going to consider still raising rates going long term. Job openings held steady in November, showing still strong labor demand. Again, if the labor demand is strong, and you know why the labor demand is strong is because the companies that are looking for people in regards to going after inflation are willing to pay people a lot more money than they were normally going to pay. And if you're going to do that and people take those jobs, they're going to put that money back into the economy. Big banks predict recession, Fed pivot in 2023. And here, more than 2/3 of the economists at 23 large financial institutions that do business directly with the Federal Reserve are betting that the U.S. will have a recession in 2023. How many of you feel that we're already in a recession type of 1? How many of you think that we still have room to be in a recession type of 2? How many of you think that we're still in a recession type of 1? Rick says CME Fed Watch tool shows 69% for 20. Wow, you think a 25 basis point for February? I don't know. Can the Fed afford to do that? Can the Fed afford to really only raise 25 basis points? It's still a raise. You look at it from that perspective. Do they keep raising, but just not at the substantially high rate? That's very interesting. We're in a recession. I think that we are in a recession. I honestly think that we are in a recession. In our area, brand new homes that were finished last summer are still for sale, yet new homes are still being built. Why is that, Carol? Why are you still... So the builders are still getting paid to build, but nobody's moving into the homes. The builders don't care as long as they're getting paid to build the homes. It's the real estate people that got to sell it, right? Put it on them. Interesting. And plus, it's going to get worse. I don't disagree with that. Rent around the country is being raised by landlords ridiculously high. 50% of people are getting evicted. Feel so bad for those people. And you know something? And they can afford to do it because of supply and demand, and it sucks. If they can, and they can say, well, I'm going up X amount of percent, and if you don't pay it, you got to go find another place. And something comparable to what you're in is going to be more than double than what, that sucks. So then people are going to have to be either homeless or they're going to have to substantially move down to a much smaller space. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? I don't know how many of you got property and you're out there in that space. This is a time for you guys to make a lot of money. I hope you don't do that. I mean, business is business. I totally understand that. I'm not going to go into that story. The firms known as primary dealers are a collection of trading firms and investment banks that include companies such as Barclays, Bank of America, UBS. They cite a number of red flags. Americans are spending down their pandemic savings, and the housing market is in decline, and banks are tightening their lending standards. Just tuning in now. Hey, Roxanne, I'm glad to have you here. I disagree on rent. Some rents in Pittsburgh are starting to decline. So you know something? I think overall, Trader Z, that rents are increasing, but it all depends on where you live. It does depend on where you live. I think a lot of the bigger metropolises, now I'm not saying that Pittsburgh's not a bigger metropolis, but if you look at New York, you look at California, you look at Chicago, I'm thinking that they are increasing their rents because they can. Rental rates have peaked in Reno. Landlords are starting to negotiate teaser deals. Really? Ravi says, Glenn, sir, like your hat. What do you think about DRV? I'll write that down as well. Got a list of stocks that I'm going to be looking at for you today. And the last news is Minneapolis's Fed's Kashkari explains why he missed inflation calls for what? Higher rates. Higher rates. So it's going to all come down. The Fed, somebody said that there's a 69% chance that the Fed is only going to go 25 basis points. But I'm wondering what the other Fed chiefs are saying and whispering in Jerome Powell's ear going into the next Fed hike. All right, let's go. So here's my stocks that I picked out for you. I'm going to do this. Let's go look at some of your picks. I already wrote some of them down. Let me close this out. Let me empty this. All right, no. I want to go to customer picks new. That's what I want. All right, so I took some of your stocks already, like Mullen, MULN, Tesla, you wanted to look at gold, so I'm going to think GLLD. Is that Barrick? Yep, I'm going to look at Barrick Gold. Netflix, JNUG, NUGT, DRV. What other stocks you got out there? KGC. That's another gold play, isn't it? Yep, Ken Ross. What other stocks? Most landlords can only increase rent once per year, so landlords are increasing rate to catch up to the lease renewals are coming. I got you. Disney, man, I think Disney's is going to take some stuff, especially during what happened from them on a social media standpoint. LNG, hey, this is important. Is Starlink going public? I don't know yet, Bill. I've seen some stuff about Starlink, but I don't know for sure. SMCI is one of the best stocks in our database right now. KOF, GE, Starlink. I don't. If they're not public, I don't have I don't have a ticker symbol for them. I don't know. I have no idea, and I'd have to do some research on them. Albert, I definitely have to do some. So Bill and Albert are both asking about Starlink. If it's not public, then it's not a stock that I can take a look at. All right, I'm just putting that out there. I am looking at LNG. What else would I'm looking at for? I'm looking at Boyle. You want natural gas? I'll take a look at Boyle. All right. Going once, going twice, 3 times sold. All right. So this is the list of stocks that you gave me. That means that you either own them or you're interested in them. Let's do some rank analysis to see from a fundamental basis and a technical basis which stocks you should really keep your eyes on. First off, which of these stocks are undervalued? While we look at SMCI is undervalued. How about this? Cheniere Energy is undervalued. Barrick Gold, still overvalued. I'm still not a fan of gold yet. Again, I got to watch the dollar, but Barrick Gold is overvalued. How about BTG, another gold stock, overvalued. Looking at Kinross Gold, overvalued. Tesla, undervalued. Tesla's fallen down so much that finally it's gotten to be an undervalued stock. That may not be a bad play, even though it's been beaten up so much. Keep your eyes on that. Netflix, grossly overvalued. Capital One Financial, undervalued. I like that. Disney, again, with what went on socially over the last year, over the summer, they've got a lot of reputation building or buyback to do. Grossly overvalued right now. DRV, we're going to keep our eyes on that. That's 8 ETF. GE, way overvalued. And Mullen, fairly valued. All right, so from an under to overvalued perspective, I've given you a list of 16 stocks. How quickly, what stocks are undervalued? Why is Boyle at all-time low? It's getting beaten up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And number 2, it's a very volatile stock. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, so it's almost you can be in Boyle today and make 20% and be in cold tomorrow, KOLD, and make another 20%. It is that volatile. All right, so now let's take the same list of stocks and let's see which have the best upside potential. Cheniere Energy, LNG, not only undervalued, but got one of the best opportunities to outperform the market coming into the next year. SMCI, above 1. Well, it should outperform the market by 76%. Tesla. Now, out of all of the stocks that you just gave me, only 3 stocks have the ability, by way of the VectorVest analysis, to outperform the market going into the next year. How about that? SMCI, TTM squeeze shows squeeze building, but not ready to pop. I'm waiting, says Roger. I ain't getting into that. What do you mean? You, Kevin? Oh, you're talking to Kevin. You, exactly. They're bouncing on the opposite. Okay, y'all two are talking. That's cool. So out of the 16 stocks, actually 4, Capital One has got the ability to outperform the market by 5% going into the next year. All right, same list of stocks. Let's look at relative safety. Which ones are the safest stocks? The ones that continually make money. SMCI at the list again. LNG, Tesla. Notice that these stocks keep coming up time and time again. If you're looking at stocks long term, someone was asking me for stocks long term. These stocks are fundamentally sound where you have RV and RS both above 1. So I've got 3 stocks for you long term. I'd be careful with Tesla, though. I need Elon Musk to get from where he is with Twitter and get back to Tesla, and they should be fine. But fundamentally, the company is fine. Cheniere, fundamentally, the stock is fine. And Super Microcomputer, fundamentally, the stock is fine. All right, now let's go see what stocks are moving up the fastest. Nugget and JNUG. Now, even though I'm not real strong, and let's go take a look at these. I'm not real strong on these stocks yet. Let's view the stock graph looking over the last month. Let's go see what they look like over the last month. Starting to run. Now, there's a cool thing about Nugget. Nugget just broke through a level of resistance of 37.91. Very little wick at the top. I like that it came down and it tested this now as a level of support and moving higher, and I like the volume. You know something? No matter what I'm thinking, I'm looking at the graph. The graph is saying that it's okay. The graph on Nugget is telling me that it's okay, and looking at JNUG, the same thing. The 3 and 8, both of the 3/8 just crossed, so it may not be a bad time to get into gold. I still would like to see a weaker dollar, but I can't argue the tape. The tape shows me that the stocks prices are both moving up. All right, so gold, just keep your eyes on this end of day, looking at the 3 and the 8. Looking at the 3 and 8. Look at the last time the 3/8 crossed, ran up to that level of resistance, pulled back down. Right now, it's now creating its own new level of resistance, hitting a new all-time 1-month high. Based upon the graphs, folks, I can't tell you no. All right, based upon the graphs, I can't tell you no. All right, when I'm looking at the contras, though, all right, or looking at ETFs, which ones are the ETFs? That one, that one, that one, and that one. What I'm most looking for is RT. Which ETFs, whether bullish or bearish, have RTs above 1? Nugget and JNUG both have RTs above 1 as ETFs. Gold and gold both have RTs above 1. If I'm looking at what ETFs to play right now, JNUG and Nugget, they're on the rise. They are definitely on the rise, nicely moving higher. Gold goes with JNUG and NUG, and cold, which is the bearish side of natural gas, is still on the run. When I look at DRV, though, Ravi, RT is below 1. I'd stay away from DRV right now. I'd stay away. It's not in an uptrend. And if I look at Boyle, which is the opposite of cold, it's got an RT below 1. It's got an RT above 1. I'd stay away from it right now as well. All right, so Ravi, does that make sense? DRV, I don't think it should be. I think it should be going up, but it's not. And I'm looking at RT. RT is telling me to be very careful with DRV right now. All right, Ravi, so listen, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And right now, DRV may not be the play. Let's go take a look at these ETFs, though. Let's view the stock graphs. These are all that you gave me. Put this on a 1-month graph. I do like gold, very little wick at the top. I like, and all of these gold stocks, the 3 and the 8s have crossed within the last 3 days. All right, and you wanted to look at gold. I still am. Look at gold. There's cold. RT is, but man, cold has been rocking and rolling. Boyle is not. Cold is. A down day today, but the 3 and the 8 are still strong. All right, a down day today. One day doesn't make a trend, but the 3 and 8 is still strong. Now, Ravi, here's our DRV. The 3 and the 8 just crossed today. All right, I would stay away right now. If you're in it, I'd mitigate some losses. I'd wait for a better buying opportunity. And looking at Boyle, which is the opposite of cold, the 3 and 8 crossed here. This would have been the time to get out of Boyle prior than riding it all the way down. All right, so the Huey broke out today, and if that's the case, that gives more information or confirmation that gold may be on the rise. So let's go take a look at some of your other stocks. Man, KG, no. Netflix, look at that. Safety is there, but the upside is not there. Capital One, GE, Mullen, Cheniere. We already looked at that one. We already looked at Tesla. What else? Gold. Let's go take a look at these. These were in the middle. Let's go view the stock graphs on these. Let's take a look. Netflix, put this on a 1-month graph. Actually, let's put Netflix on a 3-month graph. Let's take a look at it a little longer. All right, let's take a look at it a little longer. Put it on a 3-month graph. Netflix looks like it wants to bounce back after running up a little bit here, pulling back. A lot of news, a lot of earnings came out. earnings. Actually, it bumped up here. I like the bounce off this level of support. I like that the 3 and the 8 just crossed and broke through a level of resistance. I'd keep my eye on Netflix. All right, by way of the graph. Now, if I'm looking at the relative value and relative safety, the relative safety is there. Relative value, the upside is not there. But if I'm looking at the graph from a technical standpoint, it looks like it's trying to run up. All right, I'd look for this level of 332, which is the 3-month high. But I can't deny that. Bounce off support, 3.8 just crossed within the last 2 days. Let's go look at Disney. Now, Disney, same kind of scenario, bounced off support. The 3 and 8 crossed in the last 2 days, a little bit wick at the top, a little bit of selling pressure today, but did break through a level of resistance sitting at $90.78. Toledo says, very helpful on gold and cold analysis. Thank you, Glenn. You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. All right, what are we at? We had 176 people. I lost a lot of people today. I don't know why. Am I just that hype? Is it really the hat? Joey's looking. Joey, I hope your plane took off so you can't be watching right now. Is it the hat? Is it the hat? We had almost 300 people and I lost them all. Sigh. It's all right. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing what I do because that's what I do. Capital One Financial bouncing off support. The 3.8 crossed about 5 days ago, but getting stopped right at a level of resistance of 97.95. All right, so I'm just keeping my eyes on that. Beautiful level of stoppage. The wick is getting bigger, a little bit of give back, stopping right at that level of resistance. They went trading our ideas, says Claire. Is that what it is? Is that what they did? Well, listen. All I could do is give you the information. Wow, they split. They split off something, right? They split off a piece of their company. That's what they spun off, a piece of their company. GE for the over the last 3 months has been okay. It pulled back 3.8 cross. That was a spin off of a piece of the company. So it is what it is. Cigar says, Glenn, it's a lot of folks wanted to see the market reaction to the Fed report, and then they saw it, and then they left. Trader Z says the hat is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's go to the next stop. Mullen. Now, I think it's time for me to do another story on EVs, looking at a lot of the EVs, what they've done over the last year. I might do a year-end review on EVs to see which ones are the best ones. Mullen, though, fell hard. Was that an earnings play? No. Earnings, sorry. The stock fell hard, leveled out, a little bit of bounce. You know something? If I'm looking at Mullen, first thing I'm looking for is to take out this level of 39 cents. All right? If it can do that, it may have some upside to the 3-month high sitting back here. But right now, nice bounce, 3.8 crossed about 4 days ago. Volume has been pretty good, so there's some conviction behind the move. Is Mullen a good stock for early 2023? No, not yet. I don't have enough confirmation to say it's good for going into 2023. Remember, and let's go put this on a 6-month. Look at that, Kevin. All right, look at that's 6 months. That's 1 year. It's way too early, Kevin. Does that make sense? It's way too early, my friend. It's way too early. Let me see if it can get past this level of 39 cents. Let me see. And if that's the case, it may have some more room to the upside. Then I would probably put on some Fibonacci's in regards to that to see what the possibility. But just looking at the graph, this is a 3-month graph. That's a big price point right there. Let's go see if it can take that out, and then I'd look at it some more. But right now, I'm not ready to. Where's the poll? I vote no hat. You know how to put up a poll? If Cool can, you vote. You don't like my hat, Badger? Tom, I'm going to put you in timeout. And I know you're an admin, but I think I'm going to put you in timeout. All right? It's only 39 away from worth nothing. All right, Tom, I didn't say that this was a long-term play. All right, I would play this because of the EV spaces. The EV space is picking up demand. That's the only reason why I would play Mullen. All right, because it's in the EV space. Other than that, I'm not saying that this is a long-term play. Does that make sense, Tom? I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion saying that this is a long-term play. There he is. Cool. Answer the poll at the top. Since you want to be that kind of guy, Tom. All right, Badger, since you want to be that kind of guy, let's go see what the rest. I want to see what the group says. Between you and Joey, y'all are getting my, irking my ire. Between you and Joey, y'all are earthing the ire today. So let's go see what the room says. We got the poll going. Sigh. Such a room today. Goodness, googly muggly. All right. And that's the last stock in there. Trader Z, hey, a bunch of my friends show up wearing a big hat and sunglasses after the new year. I wonder why. Well, that's not me. I ain't got sunglasses on, just a hat. Just a hat. All right. So we got to look at your stocks. I had a watch list of stocks to look at as well. I got some picks for you as well. My picks going into this week are going to be more dividend heavy. All right. I think that these are plays that if you're going to buy into them, especially if the market's going to have a lot more volatility in it, I would rather have you in stocks that pay a dividend. All right, so all of these stocks pay a dividend, and they've got a dividend safety of above 50. That means it's got a high probability of maintaining its dividend. And most likely the earnings yield is going to outpace the dividend yield. My stocks for this week, my top 5 stocks for this week are going to be stocks that pay you dividends. And you notice the TSLQ is in here. That's the bearish play for Tesla that also does pay a dividend. Lennar is in here. CRH, Cheniere Energy is in here. So these are my picks for you this week. And they are going to be more dividend heavy. Now, I got prudent picks for you going into this week as well. Some of the best stocks in the database by VST. These stocks are fundamentally sound, going up in price, buy recommendations, high VSTs. A couple of them have good high CIs, but these are my prudent picks for you going into this week as well. All right, so Daniel wanted me to get into the stocks hot and heavy. I did that early. I still lost people today. I don't understand what are you guys? You guys need to tell me. You guys need to tell me what you want. You know something? You got to tell me what you want. You wanted the stocks. I didn't even show the news right away. You guys got to tell me what you want. All right, I'm done. I'm done. How many likes did we get today? 75. You know me. I'd like to see if we can get out with at least 100 likes. If you felt that what I brought to you today was worth it, at least it was worth your time to stop by, don't forget to hit the like button. I wanted you guys to share this to try to get us to 300 people. We didn't quite get there, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm telling you, by the end of this year, I'm going to strive to have like 1,000 people in here, but that's got to work. You guys got to help me with that. Chappell's Champs with risk management. That's a great way to I'm going to show you something. Let me get back into the program. For those of you who are not subscribers to the software, guess what? We have something here for you. In the viewers tab, we have something called the trading systems viewer. If you want to know out of all of the systems that we've got going on, which system is the best for you, whether it's on a 1 month basis, whether it's on a 3 month basis, 1 year basis, we've got trading systems that are rules-based that tell you what stocks to buy, and when to sell them right here in the software. But you got to get to be a subscriber. And you know something? You get a chance to subscribe to the software, to the system for 99 cents for 30 days. You get access to this. You want us to hold your hand through the process of knowing what to buy, and when to sell. We've got trading systems that walk you through exactly what you need to know. All right, so Christopher Walken says, you need me to have more cowbell? Hold on. You need more cowbell. Here we go. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go for the day. Get ready to go for the day. Got the cowbell going. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bon dia. Salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Here's my cowbell. Hit that like button, y'all. You want more cowbell? I got you some cowbell. I love you guys to death. I love VV Nation, and I love what you have made this. So, Andrea says, don't work too hard in Tampa. I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys in Tampa that are showing up in Tampa. Remember, we're going to do Trending Thursday live in Tampa tomorrow. And Friday and Saturday, we have the Tampa 2-day. If you're not going to be there live, you can go to the www.vectorvest.com/stream. You can stream the 2 days for free. So, Badger says, that's why VV Nation loves you. Well, you wanted more cowbell? I gave you more cowbell. I need to get a cowbell. I do need to get a cowbell. Actually, I can get it on my stream deck. I'm going to get cowbell. I'm going to play that. Thank you guys for showing up today. Well, how many likes have we got? 102. Love you guys for it. With that, folks, until the next time I see you. See ya.